A man films outside a police station. Officers suspect hostile reconnaissance and mention terrorism powers.
Want to explain as to why you're doing that?
No, I don't want to actually.
Okay, what's inside
Yeah, I would mind, yeah.
The exchange turns tense as rights, suspicion, and authority collide. Like the video. Subscribe for more UK audit footage. Stay watching to see how this confrontation unfolds.
A particular reason why you're filming in front of the police station?
Yeah, there's a reason for everything that we do, isn't there?
Okay. Want to explain as to why you're doing that?
No, I don't want to actually.
Okay. You're not obliged to. Obviously, you'll appreciate that in
This day and age.
2019, there are people that would want to cause the police harm in both this country and especially in Northern Ireland and stuff like that. So you understand why it is that we're speaking to you, don't you, sir?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Do you plan on staying long to film the front of the gates?
Yeah.
You do? Okay. Do you have an issue that you want to report to us?
No, not at all.
No? Okay. Right. I assume you're filming yourself.
I am. I assume you're filming.
As I am doing
Okay, good.
yourself, alright.
Can you make sure you don't delete that, please?
It won't be deleted, no, it will be kept on record it will be kept archived for a certain amount of time, and then it gets automatically deleted from the system unless it applies to a certain group, whether if it's required for evidence or anything like that. So it won't be kept indefinitely unless I feel it's necessary to do so. Is there a reason why you won't explain to us why you're filming?
Well, I don't have to.
I realise that you don't have to, but
Yeah.
is there a reason? Do you have a dislike of the police, or are you just being
No, not at all. No.
Because normal, rational people, don't get me wrong, normal, rational people usually got an explanation for doing things like this.
Okay. When you've just said I've been awkward, is that because I'm just invoking my right to not explain what I'm doing? Because it's a little bit odd, that, isn't it?
Well, it's not normal behaviour.
The encounter begins when officers approach a man filming the entrance of a police station. They question his purpose and raise security concerns. The man refuses to explain, calmly asserting his right to film in public. What starts as routine questioning quickly turns into a quiet standoff over rights and suspicion.
If you forgive me for having that opinion, for people to film the fronts of police stations,
Okay.
and then when a polite request is made as to why that is, because there might be a perfectly reasonable explanation, it's not normal for people to be so defensive.
You're causing the infrequency of photographers by coming man-handed to somebody who's just taking pictures.
Coming
Mob-handed.
mob-handed. There's two of us in one car, and there's two of us in one van.
Okay.
So, and we're outside a police station.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not uncommon to see police officers coming into a police station. And as I said, I explained my reason for coming to speak to you, why I've taken a particular interest.
Okay. Because you think I may be a terrorist.
Well, I don't know. Do we have terrorists coming over?
No, but we go on what we do know, don't we? We don't go on what we don't know.
Well, we'll try, yeah, as much as possible. But I won't know until I come and speak to you. That's why we're doing it. Yeah, I'm sure you'd agree that it would be completely amiss of me if I was just to drive on and ignore you.
No, not at all, because you get quite a lot of police forces that do know. So that disparity is a little bit anomalistic, isn't it? I mean, why is that?
I can't speak for the police forces or the police stations.
All of the police officers,
Yeah.
as the colleague said, he has a particular role at Wigan Police Station.
Yeah.
I would always be concerned, it might be innocent, but I would always be concerned if I saw somebody filmed from the police station for reasons that my colleagues already explained.
Yeah.
Obviously, we've got a genuine terrorism threat and a genuine terrorism threat towards police officers at the police station. That's why we're speaking to you, so the only reason.
I understand. More civilians are killed than police officers.
Pardon me?
More civilians are killed than police officers, aren't they, in terrorist attacks?
Yeah, but
In fact, you're more of a danger to me than a terrorist is. You kill more civilians than the terrorists doing this, don't you?
that's your opinion,
No, that's a stat.
The officers press further, suggesting the behavior looks unusual and difficult to understand. The filmer pushes back, arguing the officers are overreacting. The discussion shifts from simple questions to a broader clash about public rights and police perception, raising tension on both sides.
We're not going to enter into a debate about the number of people killed by police officers across the world. We are not here for that. We're just here to see if you to find out what it is you're doing. I'm quite happy to see that you're obviously not doing anything particularly wrong at the moment, but you've obviously filmed in front of the police station. I assume you've just got equipment in your rucksack. Would you mind showing me what's inside your rucksack?
Yeah, I would mind, yeah.
Okay, and if I was to explain to you that I might feel that you're here as an act of hostile reconnaissance and tell you that I would search inside your rucksack under the Terrorism Act, would you get upset about that?
Well, I just asked you to explain how you have got from suspicion to reasonable suspicion to the fact that there might be a terrorist. I'd like you to outline all that.
I don't know at the moment.
What are we talking in? Section 43? Are you?
Section 43 is a paragraph of the Terrorism Act,
all right.
to search persons, yeah.
Okay, well, if you think you've attained the level that Section 43 requires, then go for it, because I won't offer you any resistance, but I'll be looking forward to a nice payout from you.
You're obviously quite averse to this scenario. I suspect that you've probably done this elsewhere, haven't you?
Well, I know the type of things that police try to say in these situations. They try to throw Section 44 at you that doesn't exist anymore, so I think that they're not okay with it. If you're anti-terror police, then you know all about it.
I'm not against terrorism police officer now.
Okay.
I'm the single point of contact for the Wigan division.
Okay.
So I take an interest in these things, and I act as a go-between between our prevent officer.
So let's go back to Section 43 then, that you're going to search my bag for.
I'm not saying I have one,
okay,
but I'm considering it.
Right.
Well, I would be a plan from GMP to make sure that we're actually stopping and speaking to people outside filming in front of a police station.
Or it could be a plant from ACPO that's sent out.
The situation escalates when an officer mentions the possibility of a search under Section 43 of the Terrorism Act. The filmer challenges the legal threshold, demanding an explanation of reasonable suspicion. The moment becomes a test of authority, with the filmer confident a search would lead to legal consequences.
Minded here to say, don't bother photographers, because photography on its own is not suspicious activity.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. We've got to take the whole circumstances of the whole situation. It's not just photography, it's the fact that it's photography in front of the police station. We've got to make a decision, which we make as a police officer individually, as to why that is happening. Yeah. Based on the information that we're providing and the conversation that we have with yourself, we've then got to make a decision based on, are we happy with the explanation that we're being given, and are we satisfied that this is not potentially any form of hostile reconnaissance?
So how would you separate it from passive reconnaissance then? Because I'm allowed to do reconnaissance here, you know that, don't you?
Well, I mean, the issue that we've got is that we've got
you know that, but you know I'm allowed to do reconnaissance here, don't you?
We've got to satisfy ourselves that we don't think this is hostile reconnaissance.
Right. But you know I'm allowed to do reconnaissance here, don't you?
There's nothing, you're in a public place, there's nothing preventing you from filming.
So I don't think you're going to be searching my bag. I think we're all going to move on now, aren't we?
I think so, because in my judgment, you're possibly, I mean, we've got the Wigan diggers in town.
But you can totally.
You understand.
You can totally understand kind of why we would talk to you though.
Because I think it's probably a regular occurrence.
Okay. Well, I mean, ultimately, you know, that's why we're speaking to you.
Yeah.
We've got to be concerned about the safety of ourselves. We're not going to stop people who are walking back to a public place.
Okay.
And as we've already explained to you, you can film in a public place. There's no issue with that.
Yeah. We're going
to speak to you because you stood in front of the police station filming it. So we're just going to ask you, are you all right? Is there anything we can help you with? And, you know, what is the purpose of your visit? Because we've just got to satisfy ourselves that it is nothing that's going to potentially be hostile reconnaissance. Well, as my colleague said, we've spoke to you. We're satisfied with that.
Yeah.
Okay. But surely, common sense, you've got to understand our concern when someone stood filming in front of the police station, given the terrorism risk to the police at the moment. All my colleagues can't account.
Police explain their reasoning in detail, describing the risk of a hostile reconnaissance around police facilities. They insist they must check situations like this to protect officers and the public. The filmer listens but remains unconvinced, maintaining his position that filming alone does not justify suspicion.
Whatever's gone on before, someone else might have stood it and might have been doing that, okay? somebody else might have gone past with a camera that we couldn't see, and we're not going to know about it, are we? But if somebody's quite blatantly stood there with a camera, which within your rights to do, we're going to speak to somebody who's doing that due to the terrorism threat that we've got at the moment towards police officers and the police. We're going to do it. Whether you agree with it or not, we're going to do it. Okay? If someone's watching us on filmers with a covert camera, we don't know about it, we can't speak to them. But if we get a report to say that there's somebody outside the police station with a covert camera, we will come and look for them and we will speak to anybody who matches that description like we are doing now. Okay?
Yeah, there's not any harmful intention.
I think it's time to go and solve some crime, guys.
We were on our way out.
girls.
Yeah,
We were.
Yeah.
The only thing we disagree on is the fact that, you know,
It's like a dog with a bone, isn't he?
but you know, we're happy, so
we can obviously understand where our concerns come from, can't we?
Oh, you start. Just stand off him.
You can't.
No, I can't. No, I think it's
really
paranoid.
on high risk. You're actually at a high risk terrorist target.
You're not though, are you?
Terrorism.
You know, I mean, I'm from Warrington.
Yeah.
You know, that was hit. I've never known a police.
Yeah.
Is this police station ever been hit?
Yeah, you're also at a place where obviously everyone's been involved with the London bombing, where the actual serious inquiries were taking place into the bombing in the Manchester Arena, aren't you?
Yeah,
So you can
but that
understand
wasn't a
that
police
there.
station either,
And
was
also
it?
We're coming to it, and also we're coming up to the party conference as well, where we've got to have a raised threat, especially with what's going on at the moment.
Okay, we can disagree.
So for you to just blatantly disregard our concerns is unacceptable.
Well, your
We're here
concerns
to
don't
talk-
trump my rights, though, do they?
We're here to talk to you, and we will exercise our rights to make sure that nothing's
Yeah,
going on.
but your concerns
That's the
don't
end
trump
of
my
the
rights,
matter.
isn't it?
So your
I can
attitude about
photograph.
casually disregarding our concern, I find unacceptable and offensive.
I don't care.
Yeah, well neither do
I don't care what you think.
That's not the point, is it? The issue is that I'm just relaying those concerns to you, and so you'll fully
I know that you
understand
have
where
them.
we're coming from.
I know that you have them, but I think
My
you're
officers
paranoid.
have dealt with it.
I think you're
and they're
paranoid.
happy, and I'll go with their judgment, especially by these experienced officers.
I think it's an irrational feeling that you have.
Well, that's
and I
your
think you may
opinion.
be in the wrong job.
That's your opinion.
You may be in the wrong job if you're just
I've got
frightened of a guy with a
20
camera.
I've got 20 years of being
Well,
in the right
time to
job,
go then.
and an awful lot of people that think I'm in the right job. I don't think.
Go on then, name them.
I don't think two police officers stabbed in, two female police officers stabbed in the back in Belgium.
Oh, listen, we can reel them off. Do you know what's the difference between a police officer getting killed and a cow? Is that you can only milk a cow for about 4 years.
Right, we'll leave that one there. We're going away from you now.
See ya.
If you continue with your behaviour, I'll lock you up in the public order.
Really?
Because I find what
Well, that'd be a nice test case.
grossly offensive.
Go for it.
Grossly offensive.
Go for it.
I think that's absolutely disgusting.
You're milking it.
Absolutely disgusting.
See ya.
What began as questioning now turns openly confrontational. The filmer accuses the officers of paranoia while they defend their responsibility to respond to potential threats. Frustration builds on both sides until officers warn his comments could become a public order issue before finally deciding to walk away.